Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, creeping like a very hungry caterpillar, ever closer to metamorphosis and victory in XCOM, The Long War. And yeah, we all know that caterpillar was hungry. I mean, they wrote a book about him for a reason. Homeboy ate an apple, 2 pears, 3 plums, 4 strawberries, 5 oranges, chocolate cake, ice cream, a pickle, Swiss cheese, salami, a lollipop, piece cherry pie, some sausage, a cupcake, a slice of watermelon, and a leaf. And that's some binge eating that would make even Takeru Kobayashi stand up and say, dude, don't you think maybe you've had enough? And you know what? I'm still more hungry than that binge eating caterpillar, just not for food. What I'm hungry for is victory, damn it. I'm hungry for victory. And sure, maybe also a bowl of Perfidious Pete brand's bile and salt cereal. It's a great way to start your day, kids. Now get off of my property. Because, you know, Krusty Cornelius. Can't resist that guy. Anyway, we should head up to Mission Control here and get the scanning and see if I can avoid getting shot in the face by Krusty Cornelius's 30-06 long enough to stuff Atlas King's sexy ass into the Gollop Chamber, which is coming up in just a day or two, and see what emerges from Atlas's metal chrysalis. So let's get to work here. Well, Van Dorn is finally back on duty. Did you enjoy your fucking little injury vacation there, Van Dorn? He was milking it. He was milking it. We all know he wasn't really that hurt. Franklin Roosevelt, Napoleon back as well. All right, Custer's back. Well, it looks like we may have finally bottomed out of this fatigue spiral we're in. Is this my Gollop Chamber? It is. How come the Gollop Chamber is basically just a pool with a hyperwave relay in it? I mean, it's basically just an Olympic-sized swimming pool with a relay in the center. Is this all the room that we had? We're just like, hey, where do we build the Gollop Chamber, guys? And they were like, ah, fuck, I don't know. Nobody ever uses the pool. Let's just build it in there.
Online.
Oh, yes. Oh, so good. Now, we're at a bit of a turning point here. The question is, do we throw Atlas King straight into Gollop's Chamber? Because we absolutely can. Did I say the Gollop's Chamber? Man, I've been reading 13 Clocks too much. I guess somebody's going to slip me from my Guggle to my Zatch in a moment. If you don't get that reference, do yourself a favor. Read 13 Clocks. It's really good. It's a kid's book, still really good. Anyway, Gollixes and 13 Clocks aside, and evil dukes who will slit you from your Guggle to your Zatch, by the way. Let's put that aside from them and answer the more pressing question is, to Gollop Chamber or to not Gollop Chamber? We have some stuff we want to complete, in particular, the Plasma Dragon and the Vortex Armor. So as much as I really want to just go do the damn Temple Ship Assault and get it the fuck over with already, honestly, I think we might be better off to delay a little bit. And if we're going to be waiting 10 days, this does present an opportunity as well. An opportunity to do sort of like a dry run for the Temple Ship Assault in either Brazil or Argentina. We could put together a premier team, and then send them in to assault one of those bases. I think before we do that, though, let's let some of this gene modification and whatnot. Let's get the rest of this out of the way. So we are gonna delay Gollop Chamber. You know, there's actually... Yeah, we can't do it, because as soon as we send them into the Gollop Chamber, I mean, that is irrevocable. We can't go back to doing just regular stuff once the Gollop Chamber has been activated. So as much as I'd love to stick Atlas's sexy ass in there, we just can't do it yet. Just can't do it. Yet! But as well as time is passing here, I mean, we may have an opportunity to go ahead and get to it pretty quick here. I would like this side training to get through as well. What a fucking surprise. Jane Sporty Austin with a miserable failure? Gee, man, didn't see that coming a mile away. You know what, Jane Austen? I'm not putting you back in. That's it. That was your last chance. That's the last fucking straw, Jane. That's it. Just because there's really no more mission to go on here. Isaac Newton succeeded, which at this late date, I suppose, is nice, but not really useful per se. I mean, it is nice, but it's not really useful. And our last round, Elvis Presley. Now that is remarkably good. Having Elvis, oh, that's sweet, Elvis. You the man, Elvis Presley? You the man. That's right, mama. He's the king, and they call him the king for a reason. Oh, mama. All right, so we got Vortex Armor, our last gene modification in 6 days. 9 days now to the Plasma Dragon. We are going to have a council mission, at least one, before we get a chance to go for the Temple Ship Assault. Never mind, we're actually going to have a small UFO before any of that stuff. Okay, well. All right, let's see what's gonna happen here. We're gonna have to send up a crap pilot to try and deal with this. I guess we'll just send Ripper Jackson here and see if he can't rip himself one last going away present. If not, we've got Pointer Okoye. Oh, well, this is lovely. This is gonna bug everything, isn't it? Sure, why not? I'll take a sergeant. I don't really care. Just get off of the screen. Don't bug the mission. That's all I care about.
Closing on target.
All right, come on, Ripper. This is your possibly last and only chance to get a third kill. All right, well, he did get the job done, so no regrets, no complaints, no mistakes. That'll do. That'll do. So it's a 12. Okay, it's thin men and outs. The aliens know. They know we're coming for us. They heard my caterpillar reference and they're like, we gotta hide the leaves. Pete's coming. Yeah, you better hide your leaves. I'm coming. I'll chew through those leaves, and when I'm done, I'll emerge a victorious butterfly, all beautiful and pretty and whatnot. So, since we are potentially going to do a base assault before we go for the temple ship, just as a dry run, what we can't do is take any of our 10 best troopers. Anybody we might consider taking on either the dry run or the temple ship itself cannot go on this mission, with the exception of Atlas King, because, I mean, he can go on every mission, now that he has Vortex armor. He is a rogue badass like that. Broadside Custer, we could get to maximum rank on this, and he is also an officer and capable of leading the mission. You know what, General George Broadside Custer? I think we're going to give you a chance, buddy. We're going to give you a chance to finally earn that promotion to general you've been hankering for. Alternatively, you could shoot your horse in the back of the head for, you know, like the third time, I think it would be. He was good at that, Custer. Did it more than once, actually. All right, so scope. Alloy bipod, high capacity mags, plasma sniper rifle, that's got you sorted. Also, we don't really need to send a full 8 people. I mean, if we don't want to, we don't have to send 8 people on this mission, but what I'd like to do is do this with as ghetto a team as possible. Because if we're going to be delaying, we do have a council mission and a temple ship. If we're going to do the base assault, we will have a council mission as well. We're going to need some people to fight that who aren't in the top 10, but are also still not abysmal pieces of trash. So we really have to try and conserve our resources here. It's going to be a bit of a juggling match. I don't want to send St. Thomas more. Yeah, we got 12 aliens. If ever there was a mission for Horatio Hornblower Nelson to be our gunner, I mean, this is it. This is that mission. So let's get the old Hornblower, a little Aegis armor, because he's slow as dirt anyway. Plasma Dragon is fine. Sure, Illuminator gun sight will do. Armor-piercing ammo, because, I mean, that's what we always take with you, and... you know what? I'm just gonna give you Walker servos. It's fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. It's good. It's good. You'll be alright. It'll be alright. You'll be just fine. What else do we need? Well, we need an engineer. We need a medic. We need a scout who could be and probably should be Atlas King, unless we have another scout who really needs psychic EXP. You know what? I say that, but psychic EXP does us literally 0 good. We could send Bam Margera and his sister. Would it do any good is the question, and unfortunately the answer is no. At this point, I think we're going to have to write off capturing an ethereal. I think it's out of reach. I really do. You know who we're not going to miss though? Annette Durand. We could definitely afford to send her. Yeah, let's have Annette be our engineer then. So Durand, let's give you, I don't know, some Aegis armor seems fine. Plasma carbine, of course, because that's the thing that you usually carry. And a shadow device in case things get hairy and we need somebody to shovel us out of a hole. Not that I would trust Annette Durand to dig me out of any kind of hole. Not even like a literal hole in the ground. I'm sure she'd just throw dirt in on top of us and make matters worse. Teddy in the bench? I think not. If we're going to go with an assault team, they're going to be the ghettoest of ghetto-y. We do need a medic, and it's damn sure not going to be Elvis. We could do Bam and Tisiphone, though. You know, maybe they're the right call. Yeah, you know what? It's probably fine. Let's do Bam and Tisiphone. They can cover the medic engineer thing. It'll be all right. And I mean, we gene modded these guys for effectively no purpose, because by putting them in the gene modification facility for the extended period they were in there, we sort of precluded them from getting the EXP they might have needed to make themselves useful. Yeah, I feel a little not fantastic about that, but it is what it is. What's done is done. It's no point crying over, you know, spilled milk, other platitudes about how much it doesn't necessarily suck to fuck up as bad as you might think, even though it totally does, and none of those platitudes make it any better. Fucking up blows. You should probably try and avoid fucking up, like me, Perfidious Pete. Then you won't have to say stupid shit like, oh, you know, it'll all work out in the end, or every cloud has a silver lining. Fuck that shit. Not every cloud has a silver lining. There's no silver in any clouds. Well, I mean, theoretically, there are probably trace amounts of silver in every cloud, and it's just like dispersed amongst the atmosphere. So many parts per trillion or some bullshit like that. Don't. I know what you're trying to do, casual internet viewer. I know what you're trying to do. You're over there splitting hairs, and my hairs will not be split. The only wigs that are getting split on this mission is an alien's wig, because we are going to split a few alien wigs. That's going to happen. Sniper, gunner, medic, engineer. A scout could be literally anyone. Might as well be Atlas King, because I just love watching him work. I can't help myself. I'm addicted to Atlas King, and you know what?
Done it, Commander. Dr. Valen is confident that this soldier has the power to interact with the alien device.
Of course she is. It's fucking Atlas King, Bradford. It's fucking Atlas King. Who do you think would be powerful enough to interact with the device if not Atlas King? Who else might it possibly be, you idiot? Oh, Bradford. I hate you so much. Of course it's Atlas King. It was always Atlas King, Bradford. It was always Atlas King. It's always going to be Atlas King. Always. He's the only man for us. It was always going to be Atlas King. What are we missing? Normally we would take 2 assault troopers and then what, like a commander's choice? Yeah, our commander's choice can be literally anything, and I'm not even sold on 2 assault troopers. What's like the biggest garbage water assault team? Well, Oishi Yoshio, I said garbage water, so yeah. Although now that I think about it, the last time we sent Yoshio out on a mission, he did prove himself to be surprisingly capable with a gun. He's slow as dirt, but the man is a pretty reasonable shot, and he went on a little killing frenzy that, I'm kind of ashamed to say it, but he did impress me. I mean, it wasn't like a Shania Twain level of impression. He didn't impress me that much, but still, it was pretty impressive. I mean, he set the bar really low, so when he stumbled over it, we were all just not only surprised, but really pleased as well. Annie Oakley at least has hit and run, and I mean, we're full on. This is as garbage as the water gets, folks. If we were in the bottom of the trash can, this would be where, you know, like the mold and the funk and the really odor-causing bacteria live. Yeah, we're down in that part of the garbage can. Like the part where you're hauling out to the curb and you're like, man, I gotta pour some bleach or something in this trash can because this thing is funky. We're in that part of the trash. Annie Oakley has got to have Walker servos. We're not, yeah, I'm sorry here, Admiral Nelson. I mean, I know you need Walker servos because at this point you've been wounded so many times that you're down to basically just a torso and part of a head with a trigger finger attached to it. But you know who needs those more? Yeah, yep. Annie Oakley. Annie Oakley needs them a little more than you do. She's got to get her Forrest Gump magic leg action, so... Magic legs! Said they'd take me anywhere. All they ever took you to was a park bench, Forrest. Fucking park bench and heartbreak. Just too stupid to realize you got betrayed. They say ignorance is bliss. I guess Forrest Gump's living proof, huh? Except for the fact that he's fictional. I mean, apart from that, though. What do we want to take for our commander's choice? I mean, this is like somebody's last hurrah is really what it is. I guess it could be Elizabeth Gloriana Tudor because why not? I don't see any better alternative or any particularly compelling reason to not take Elizabeth Tudor, so I mean, shit, that's fine. Just give her an alloy cannon because she's not likely to actually shoot at anything anyway. A cognitive enhancer could do some work, but she is psychically active, so we might as well take our 4th shadow device, just in case. These 12 aliens really get to drop on us, I guess, is what I'm hedging my bets against. If I need 4 shadow devices to kill 12 aliens, I gotta really assume that everything in the world that could possibly have gone wrong will have gone wrong. Like, the plane will just straight up crash. Alright, Operation Lazy Dawn. And holy shit, for once we're in the Wisconsin, United States. What are the odds? I mean, usually we're in like Wisconsin, Argentina, or Wisconsin, Republic of Congo. We're actually in the state of Wisconsin in its proud and rightful spot. We're gonna head on up to Brainerd, I guess, then, for, Packer days. Packers! Woo! Yeah, Packers! you know, it's Packer days.
We're just north of the crash site.
Yeah, we're just north of the crash site.
Loud and
Well,
clear,
let's
Big Sky.
go ahead and get
We'll
to
monitor
work.
those readings from here.
This is
Strike
probably
one is
some of your
authorized
last
to assault
missions,
the
so
enemy
you know,
craft.
try and make it count, guys. This is we're getting down to the bare bones.
Move here, move there.
We're down to the dregs. Hey, don't intimidate Atlas King. Don't did I say intimidate? Nobody intimidates Atlas King. But what I meant was don't imitate Atlas King. Why can't I say that word? Imitate. My brain just is like,
Okay.
nope, fuck it. You're not doing it. Don't imitate Atlas King. That's what they say. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, and you know it's probably true to some extent. But don't try and rip off Atlas King's stick, man. He's the sexiest man alive and the greatest trooper in the history of XCOM. You are Bam Margera, like a guy who's barely competent when it comes to delivering a talented kickflip, or you know, shaving his buddy's head while he's asleep. Those are like your two skills, sir. And we're just gonna take this one fairly slow. I don't mind the double move with old Elizabeth Tudor. It's not like she's gonna get up to anything else useful anyway. Custer, let's. I was gonna say let's move you slightly, but you know what? You're probably fine. Just study your weapon. It's 12 aliens. Am I really this worried about 12 aliens? Because if I am, I really fucking shouldn't be this worried about 12 aliens. I mean, sincerely. It's fucking 12 aliens, guys. It's 12 aliens. It's 12 aliens.
Orders
12.
confirmed. On the move.
Just go on Overwatch to Symphony. Atlas King, the only man we can trust. You're also on Overwatch. And Oishi Yoshio, let's get your slow ass up next to Annie Firecracker Oakley. Snap, Pop, Fizz. That should be Annie Oakley. If Annie Firecracker Oakley, that's like her calling card. Snap, Pop, Fizz. Feel the heat of Annie Oakley.
Position confirmed.
Actually, it sounds more like an Alka-Seltzer commercial. Snap, Pop, Fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Alka-Seltzer. Alright, well, we're not going to be able to mind control any of these cats, but that's really, all things considered, probably not that big of a deal. I mean, are we going to be needing to mind control two ethereals or outsiders? What is that? I always call outsiders ethereals for whatever nonsense reason. I just can't help myself. Yeah, there we go. Amazing damage from Tisiphone. That blistering 2 that she put out there. That's pretty remarkable output. Can't miss that guy. And it's your only shot anyway, Custer, so you might as well go ahead and take that. 100%, 6 damage, huh? Okay. Well, not gonna lie. Gotta admit, I was probably expecting a little more damage than that. Can't tell a lie. I'm a little like George Washington in that respect. I cannot tell a lie. I was indeed expecting a little more damage than that. So what's your mind control chance like here? Absolutely. Well, it's 11% on that man. Well, look the shit out. We'll get right on that 11%.
Moving to position.
Even if we inspire, I was thinking about whether or not we would have a shot if we threw like, yeah, throw a shadow device at the enemy. Good thinking, Elizabeth. No, it's fantastic strategy. Go ahead and cloak them up and make them invisible. They're not already a big enough pain in the ass. I was just thinking the aliens needed the advantage of invisibility. Yeah, just thinking that. It's like, you know, sure, they're not that hard to kill, but if only we could fucking somehow make them invisible, then this might be it. Then we might have a game here. 51%, 96%. I have every confidence that Atlas King kills this man. We knew it. Nobody doubts Atlas King. Don't doubt Atlas King. What happens when you doubt Atlas King? If you're doubting Atlas King, you might as well. I mean, you're doubting yourself. You can't do that. Don't doubt yourself. You gotta trust. Trust in the Atlas King. Also, you should not do this and trust in Annie Oakley, but
Going in for the kill.
I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm dumb. Actually, that's Annie Oakley is not even. Never mind.
Hauling ass.
Yeah, you had to run and gun for this shot, Annie Oakley. 34%. Well, that's fucking remarkable. All right, Atlas King, you're gonna be probably our best chance, and if nothing else, you'll at least holo target the guy. Tariq, I mean, worst case scenario, you're a shadow device for us. Nelson's gonna do nothing. Yoshio. All right, well, it's time for Yoshio to take the big risk. We need this to pay off here, Oishi. Show me some of those marksmanship skills you showed us on that terror mission that so impressed me. Don't spawn another pod. That's the only thing I really care about you not doing is that. There you go. That'll do. Alright, so Yoshio continues to deliver. I mean, say what you want about the man. His foot speed is terrible, and, well, he's not really very attractive, and he's kind of a dickhead. He's really got a lot of strikes against him, but the one thing you can't say is that he's a bad shot. He's not. He's a good shot. Here comes some thin men scattering around like roaches with the lights coming on. They all took cover
X-rays coming in from the
behind that
sides.
one location, so they're really interested in covering up there. I think we should definitely make them pay for that particular decision because it was a bad one. We're gonna come in here. Please tell me you can throw this far. I mean, sort of. Our engineers are real bad on this mission. I mean, they're all real god-awful. Alright, well, this is gonna blow up a flight computer, which we give less than a shit about. At this point in the game, I don't think we would have time to build a firestorm even if we wanted to build a firestorm. I mean, objectively, I don't think we would build a
I'm on
firestorm.
it, Commander.
Simply because we don't have enough time. I really don't think we have enough time to complete it before we'd be raiding the temple ship.
Aye, aye, Commander.
We got a lot of options here for Shadow Device, and I'm going to leave those options open. I'm a little concerned about... I mean, this should be okay.
Position confirmed.
Let's bring Atlas King down here for now. Let's see what kind of hits Atlas is going to get. 15? Oh, they're not good. So if Atlas has a really good shot, we'll have him go ahead and take it. But he does not have a really good shot. Basically has no kind of shot at all. So, what we'll do instead is mind control this man. We'll give these thin men something to keep them busy. You'll note we took the one guy who was in cover. It's not fantastic cover, but he is in cover. I don't think Elizabeth Tudor's going to give us anything here.
Roger that.
Bam Margera is going to be giving us a shadow device at the end of this turn. So we're not really going to get much out of him. Might as well bring Annie Oakley up here. Nelson, I mean, he exists. It's fine. Let's just have him hunker down in full cover. Should keep him relatively safe. Annie Oakley may have a shot at something. Well, I mean... Alright, Annie Oakley, let's see. Oh, look at this! Annie Oakley taking a lesson from Oishi Yoshio. Little marksman there, connecting. Can she go back to back? Look at this. This is why she was the champion of Wild Bill's Wild West Shoot 'em Out, Duke 'em Up show. Actually, don't know what the hell the name of that was, but... It was the olden days, so I'm going to assume it had way more adjectives than that sort of needed. Wild Bill's rough, tough, ride 'em cowboy, shoot 'em up, western... Hullabaloo and Jamboree? That was probably the name of it. Yoshio, I'm just gonna have you end your turn because I don't want you decloaking yourself like an asshole. These guys should run over here and try and kill our thin men, which is fine. He's basically bait. Yeah, he's gonna get shot in the back a whole bunch. Nope, Overwatch, huh? Okay. I mean, that pays... there you go. I was gonna say, this pays dividends for us, because we'll just run around, draw the Overwatch, let you shoot us, and then shoot you in the back, because we don't care if this thin man lives or dies. Probably still gonna do that, in fact, if for no other reason than it prevents me from having to run Overwatch. Well, Admiral Nelson, is that your only shot? It is, in fact, your only shot, so let's go ahead and have you open things up, then. If either of these hits, we gotta kill. We don't even have to make our thin friend run Overwatch for us. And what we can do with our thin friend instead is just have him go and try and find the rest of these enemies. Because this guy is all the dead. I mean, he's not, you're not, I hate to break it to you, Jimmy, but you're not going to make it. So let's run outside. See if we can stumble across the rest of these pods while we have zero risk. Little no consequence or a consequence-free exploratory maneuver. I'm guessing the only other thing on this mission, by the way, is just going to be another pod of thin men. That's probably going to be it. Annie Oakley, can you continue your cavalcade of destruction? Answer is definitive no.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Alright, well, let's just have... we could probably bring these guys down with a pair of grenades, but I don't really relish the thought of that. Meanwhile, Atlas King's just going to quietly take up a position so that when the rookies fuck it up, Atlas King can be there to save the day. Because Atlas King knows that the rookies are going to fuck it up. They'll be like, they're going to botch it. No, they're going to botch it, Pete. Don't trust them. And I'm like, oh, I don't trust them, Atlas King. You get over there and do what needs to be done. Atlas King's like, all right. Glad to see we're on the same page, Pete. Actually, I'm just going to have Atlas King kill that guy. He'll go in the zone at the end of this and reload. I'm not even going to risk letting one of the rookies fuck it up. I'm just going to have the only man in town with the appropriate level of game for this situation go ahead and win the game. Don't, winners want the ball when the game's on the line. That's what the replacements has taught me. And, Atlas King, that man's a winner. He wants the ball. Also, you want to give Atlas King the ball when the game is on the line, because he is a winner. Hey, this guy is regenerate. Well, I guess we know where our thin friend is going, and the answer is that way as fast as possible.
Eyes on the enemy.
And here come the rest of the thin men then. So this is our last pod. We have 5 more thin men on the map, and that's gonna be it. This is the entirety of the alien roster. This guy's nickname is Sidewinder. Man, he got a really cool nickname for a thin man. He'd be like, man, we're gonna get old Sidewinder on him. He'd be like, yeah, he'll wreck him with his Sidewinder missiles. Go get him, Sidewinder. Ah, that's pretty respectable shooting, Sidewinder. Good job. Also, I love your, by the way, I'm not afraid to admit that I love your Top Gun nickname, by the way. It's pretty amazing. Horatio Nelson, once again, has no shots at anything. Can you kill this man? Nope, can't even see him. Well, I need that guy to be dead, but since we can't see him, it's gonna be a little difficult. I guess we'll just have George Broadside Custer go ahead and take a poke at the most distant target. Just like my horse, dead and gone. I really love that horse, and I know I make jokes about the horse, but it's only to conceal my heart-wrenching agony over the loss of my beloved stallion.
Got it. Moving.
He really was my only companion in what is otherwise a terrifying and dangerous world. He kept me safe on many occasions, and I miss him desperately.
Affirmative.
If you're out there, Patches the Palomino, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the things that I've done to you. I mean, most specifically, I'm sorry about having shot you in the back of the head. That was most discourteous of me, son. Most discourteous. So, Psy Panic? I mean, why not? We could also just run out here and Shadow Device. And honestly, there's nothing that says we still can't just run out here and Shadow Device, because we can. We have Shadow Devices, right? Yeah, Elizabeth Tudor. All things considered, it's probably our best play. So let's just have Tudor go out here, and we'll pile up around Tudor. It'll be fine. We'll have her be at the back of the pack.
Moving to designated
We'll
coordinates.
get the rest of the Tudor. No. She's trying to... She's trying to fuck us. I mean, I know what you're doing, Tudor. I know what you're doing. You're trying to give me the Bloody Mary Stewart treatment, and I don't want to be treated like Bloody Mary Stewart. She got her head cut off. I think. I mean, I know she was in the Tower of London, and they definitely... Elizabeth had her executed, but I'm pretty sure she was beheaded now that I think about it. We might as well destroy this man's cover. Oh, well, he's panicked. Shit. Doesn't matter. I mean, really, at this point, does what I'm doing actually matter? I've got 12 aliens on a garbage water mission. One of them's mind-controlled, another one's panicked. This mission is a joke. This is the long war in its last desperate, feeble gasps, just trying to buy a little time. Gonna shoot at our thin man. Oh, no. It would be a shame if he got killed. Not that guy, he's our best guy. No, please don't shoot him again. Oh, Sidewinder. Command, command, Sidewinder is down. Repeat, Sidewinder is down. Poor Sidewinder, he never had a chance. Oishi Yoshio managing to not get shot, which is both remarkable and pleasantly surprising. This guy just pooped at himself. Look, you can see there's a little bulge in the back of his dress pants there. He's like, oh man, it's a lot of XCOM troopers. And then just, there was the Dukas. Honestly, I can't really blame him. I mean, if that kind of force decloaked right in front of me, I'd probably mess myself a little bit. I'm not ashamed of it. There's nothing wrong with losing control of your bowels once in a while. I mean, it's a perfectly natural and healthy response to it's like a perfect response to a predator. You're like, look, a predator, and you're dropping weight so that you can run faster. I'm pretty sure that's not true, but, well, we can't run and gun. God, Yoshio, you are so miserably awful, sir.
On the move.
You're just bad. You're real bad. That's okay, though, because old Broadside Custer is going to put somebody else down like an ailing horse. You know, you say that, but Patches didn't have a broken leg, Custer. I'm sorry, Patches. I'm sorry for what I've done. I'm so sorry, Patches. So sorry. My heart is eternally broken. The things that I have done to my loyal steed. I suppose... No, yes, hunker down, Atlas King. That's not really what we need. Why don't you instead panic that man? There we go.
I'm going to
Thin Man Sniper is taken care of, and then we can basically just walk up and shoot this man with anyone, right?
Aye, aye, Commander.
Let's do it with Annie Oakley. Shoot him in the back, Annie! Annie Oakley going 3 for 3 here. Pretty good shot, too. 16 damage. I mean, Annie Oakley,
On the move.
the old Wild West show, she gets shit done.
I think it poisoned me.
Yeah, it poisoned you. Nobody really cares. Elizabeth Tudor, why don't you come over here and grab this?
Got it.
Because meld is totally a thing we need at this late stage in the game. We're definitely going to use all of that. Can we do this? No, nobody is injured to heal their wound. Oh, I was going to destroy this guy's cover, not because we needed to, but just because it would have been funny. All right, Tariq, let's get you up here.
Target confirmed. On our way.
In case we want to, I don't know, throw a grenade at that guy for some particular purpose. Doesn't really seem like it would have any advantages at all, but doesn't hurt to try. Tudor, just
Overwatch.
It's not like this guy's going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. He's just gonna stand there like an asshole, being panicked while he gets shot in the side of the head by Tariq here.
Heading there now.
A flank shot. We're just gonna try and maximize her chances for a kill. There we go. That's what we need. A little extra EXP for Tisiphone.
Another day, another successful
Operation Lazy Dawn, just a lazy, triumphant turkey trot through a 12 alien mission. I really feel like the aliens are probably marshaling their strength because they know we're coming for them. They'll be like, Pete, research the Gallop Chamber. Atlas King is coming for us. We gotta pull back the forces. Like, everybody who's good, bring them all back to base. Not the Thin Men and those outsiders. We don't give a shit about those guys. Just, you know what? Send them out on a distraction. But the good guys, you know, the Mechtoid Leviathans, the Mechtoid Colossuses, the Praetorian Elite Mutons. We need those guys back at base. Just like send out a quiet order. Don't let the cannon fodder know. Just keep it on the down low. We need the quality guys back at base. But just leave the fodder. Leave the fodder. Thin Man Corpse, 18 Illyrium, 16 Alloys. You know what? I don't care about any of the rest of this shit. Not even a little. Not even at all. Because this Gallop Chamber, baby.
This is it.
Yeah, there's a
Once
soldier
our
capable of
volunteer
using the
enters
device.
chamber, there is no turning back. This is what we've been working towards this whole time.
You're right.
We
Dr.
likely
Valen.
will not be able to make any developments beyond this point.
That's why I'm not going to do it, because I still have some gear that I would like to finish, and once we send Atlas King into the Gallop Chamber, we're locked into that. So, Atlas King's chrysalis into not only the sexiest man on the planet, but the perfect psionically powered being as well, is going to have to wait, unfortunately. But this episode can't wait any longer, because it's over. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section, of course, and if you'd like to see more Atlas King, including his transformation into the psychic might of humanity, I consider subscribing as well. Going to post new episodes of this every single day. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and that sexy beast Atlas King and I will be seeing you again soon.